Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Bagas Dwi Pramudya and I'm from English Education Department, PBE 4B. And then, in this time, I will share the video about teaching, speaking, and listening for finish the task of Mr. Agus Prayogo to teach about degree of comparison. Okay, do you know what is degree of comparison? To compare or to shaming? Exactly, to compare. The first, there are three types of this material. The first is positive, comparative, and also superlative. Okay, you can read good, better, and best, long, longer, and longest. Exactly, in Bahasa, the meaning of positive is when there's no differences between two objects. No differences. For the example, there are two objects. The first is Clara and Carol. Yeah. There is two objects, Clara and Carol. When there's no difference, so we make us. The word us is to be, you have to use us before the adjective and us after the adjective. So the example, Clara is as smart as Carol. Clara is as smart as Carol. In Bahasa, the meaning is Clara sama pintarnya dengan Carol. And Danny is as strong as me. Danny is as strong as me. In Bahasa, it means Danny sama kuatnya dengan saya. Like that. That's the positive. So, in comparative, there are positive, comparative, and superlative. Positive, when there's no differences. Comparative, to compare someone. And superlative is to define, or to decide who or something is the most, the best, like that. Okay. Okay. I've said that there are three types of degree of comparison. The first is positive, comparative, and superlative. Positive, when there's no difference between two objects. And then in comparative, there are four rules of how to make a comparative words. The first, add with er. When there is one syllable words, for example, one syllable, long. Long is one syllable. So, there are three rules in one syllable. The first, if the word end with e, the word end with e, you have to add an r word. So, for example, lame. So, it's been lame. Lame to be lamer. The second, if there is in the last word there are one vowel and one consonant, for example, big, ing, that's one vowel and one consonant. So double the consonant and add with er. So it's been bigger. Double the consonant and add with er. Okay? And number 3, if more than one vowel and consonant only add er. For example, the word heart, heart. 2 consonant, so just add er. So it's been harder, harder, or harder. In British, it is harder. In American, harder. Okay. The second rule, add with er if 2 syllable and the last word is ye. For example, pretty, pretty. In comparative, the word ye tends to be I and add with er. So it's being prettier, prettier. The word ye tends to be I. And then the third, 2 syllable words but not ending ye. For example, charm, charming, charming, charming. 2 syllable and not ending with ye. So you have to add more before the adjective. It is more charming.
Okay.
And the last one, in comparative, the word more before the adjective is when 3 syllable or more. For example, 3 syllable, powerful, powerful, 3 syllable. So just add the word more before the adjective. 3 syllable and add more before the adjective. That's comparative. Okay.
ठीक है.
Okay.
ठीक है.
Okay. The last one in the material of degree of comparison is superlative. Superlative means, for example, good, positive, better, and best. So super, it means super, the most. It's the that's the highest part of degree of comparison. The rules, there are 4 rules. EST, most. The first, this not really different with comparison. Superlative, if there is 1 syllable, for example, long, longest. 3 rules again, part of these rules. The first, if there are word with and e, just add st. For example, the word lame, just add with st. So it's being lamest, lamest. And then the second, if there is 1 vowel and 1 consonant in the end, you just add double the consonant and add est. For example, big, 1 syllable and 1 vowel, 1 consonant. So add a double, biggest, biggest, like that. And then the third, if there are more than 1 vowel or a consonant, just add est. For example, heart, heart, 2 consonant. So just add hardest, hardest. This is the hardest part of my life. This is the hardest part of my life. Hardest. And then the second rule, if there are 2 syllable words and the end is y, the end is y. For example, pretty, pretty. So it's being prettiest, prettiest. Just change the word y to be I, y to be I, pretty to be prettiest. And then the third rule is most before the adjective. 2 syllable, not ending with y. Not ending with y. For example, charming, charming, charming. So just add the word most before the adjective. Most charming. And the last rules is 3 syllable or more words. For example, powerful, powerful. So just add most before the adjective. So it's being most powerful, most powerful. Okay. 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 The last one, I will give you 3 A, B, C. Every part there are 1 example of positive, comparative, and superlative. You have to differentiate it, which is the positive word, which is the superlative word, and then which is the... Okay, in the A, in the part of A, you have to define. First, that's the best ice cream I've ever tasted. That's the best ice cream I've ever tasted. What sentences are these? Right. That is superlative. Because there is the word best. This is superlative. Good job. Okay, number 2. You are a lot nicer than your sister. You are a lot nicer than your sister. What is this? Yes, right. This is comparative. Nicer. The word er. And then the last. This is a delicious cake. What is that? What? Superlative? No. This is a positive. No er, no est, and no more, no must. So this is a positive word. Okay, in a B. Continue. Number 1. This presentation seems longer than usual. You have to know this. Longer. So this is comparative. Okay, good job. Number 2. The hairstyle in this room. Hers is more stylish. More stylish? Okay. What is this? Superlative. Okay, because there are about most. And then the last. You are as beautiful as... You are as beautiful as my mom. You are as beautiful as my mom. As before adjective and as after adjective. So that is a positive word. Okay, good job. And the last, C. Last but not the least. 1. Be careful. That's a fragile face. Okay, be careful. That's a fragile face. Be careful. Be careful. That's a fragile face. Be careful. Yes. No er, no est, no more, no most. So that's a positive word. Okay. Number 2. You are more beautiful than you used to be. More. The word more. So that's a comparative word. Right. Okay. The last. This is the most exciting thing that has ever happened in my life. This is the most exciting thing that has ever happened in my life. Most exciting. More beautiful. Be careful. Most exciting. So the last one is superlative. Okay? The last I say, if I have many mistakes from the sound, many mistake, please forgive me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.